Hey you guys, happy Saturday. This video is several weeks in the making because unfortunately I came down with COVID, so I was pretty much flat on my back for the last week and a half or so. It was a crazy time. The last time I had COVID was back in 2022, so yeah, a lot of time has passed since then. Kind of forgot what it was like to have COVID, but having it reminded me of how crazy that time was back then when we were all hunkered down in our houses, homes, and thinking of what life was like before COVID. And this week, sadly, was in some regards a really sad week. I got news about a friend of mine, really sad news. On the other hand, I got other news from another friend of mine, which was just phenomenal news. And it reminded me how quickly life can change, how from one day we could be living our perfectly normal lives, and the next time we could be, or the following day we could be in kind of lockdown. um, yeah, and then how a friend of mine who was working in my field got a call one day, and within a matter of days, found himself employed by Formula One, which is a dream of his since his childhood. So life is just a really funny thing. And I think the bottom line is that we have this one life and we have to live it to the best that we can. And if we have dreams, which I hope all of you do, then I think we owe it to ourselves to do what we can to make those dreams come true and not make excuses for why they can't or shouldn't happen. Yeah, we just have to do what we can. The two properties that I'm bringing to you today are properties that were kind of on my radar from a couple weeks ago. They are both still listed, so the links are in the description below for the actual listing. So if you are interested in either of these properties, then do look in the description. Yeah, as I mentioned, both of them are in Umbria this time. Both are with an asking price of 150,000 euros. The reason that I'm bringing them to you is to show you how the same property that you could find in Tuscany, which is where a lot of people are looking, they'll find that the prices are a lot higher for the same quality of house or property that you can find in Umbria. Umbria has some amazing cities that are really worth checking out. And I do plan on spending more time in Umbria over the next weeks and months, visiting towns such as Todi, Perugia. Well, there are so many, so I'm not going to bother listing them all down, but you guys will be seeing videos from me coming up from a lot of different locations in Umbria for two main reasons. One, because they're less explored parts of Italy compared to Tuscany, and two, because the euro or the dollar or whatever currency you're working with goes a lot farther in Umbria than it does in Tuscany, while it can boast all of the beautiful landscapes, amazing cuisine, vineyards. So I think there's no reason why we shouldn't be looking more closely at Umbria, in my opinion. The two properties that I'm bringing to you today are one outside the medieval town of Gubbio. So I'm also showing you photos or videos to give you an impression of what that town is like. And the second property I'm bringing to you today is just south of the Lake Trasimeno, which is, I believe, one of the biggest lakes in Italy. It's very popular with vacationers, so I think you'll like it. I've also featured some scenes from the lake to give you an impression of what that's like. I'm not going to be walking you through the different properties today. I'm going to let the photos and videos speak for themselves, but do comment down below. I'm always curious what you guys think about these properties. Hit the subscribe button if you like the content and you want to see more of this. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it.